Welcome back, everybody. In today's episode of Cooking with Kirby, we're going to be brining some chicken. Now, this is a delicious recipe, and it's going to season your chicken perfectly. Now, with this recipe, you can fry up this chicken, grill it, or put it in the oven. So, no further ado, let's get into the recipe. Since you're here, hit the like and subscribe button, and make sure that the notification bell is rang. Check me out on social media. That way you can get notification of all my new recipes. Alright, for our chicken brine, we're going to start off with 1 gallon of water, which is 16 cups of water. You're also going to need 1 cup of kosher salt. You're going to need a couple sprigs. I got probably about 4 to 5 sprigs of parsley. And then you're going to want like about 4 to 5 sprigs of thyme. You're going to need 3 bay leaves, 1 tablespoon of peppercorn. You're going to need 1 whole garlic. You're going to need 2 to 3 lemons. And to add a little bit of sweetness, 3/4 of a cup of honey. Now this is really simple. So I already got the gallon of water in my pot, so let's go that way. Alright, so now that our water is coming up to temperature, I have this on high heat. Now we're going to add in, this is 16 cups of water, and I'm going to be adding in 1 cup of kosher salt. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add in our lemon. I went ahead and just sliced them. You want the zest and everything. And for the garlic, I just cut it in half. And then we're going to add in our 1 tablespoon of peppercorn, our 3 bay leaves, our sprigs of parsley, and our sprigs of thyme. And now we're going to go ahead and drizzle in our honey. If you don't want to use honey, you can use a 3/4 cup of brown sugar. All right, go ahead and give everything a mix. Now we're going to let this come to a boil, and we're going to let it boil for about 10 minutes. But yeah, this is going to add some really good flavor to our chicken that we're going to be brining, which in the next video I'll show you what I'm doing with that chicken. But this is, this video is just to show you how to brine. You could do this with turkey, you could do this with chicken. Anything that you want to brine, pretty much you can, do this too. Alright, now that we got everything mixed up, I'm going to just go ahead and let that come to boil. Alright, now that we have it to a boil, we're going to let it boil for about 10 minutes. We want all those flavors to just marry together, so that way when we cool this down and put our chicken in there, it's going to be just a wonderful taste on the meat. So yeah, we're gonna let this cook for about 10 minutes and then we'll turn it off and let it cool. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes. Once this got to a really rapid boil, I went ahead and reduced the heat to medium. So we're gonna go ahead and turn it off. Now at this point, it's too hot. You can't put this in chicken right now. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna let this come to room temperature, and then we're gonna be placing this in the refrigerator, and we're gonna let this get cold. You want this extremely cold. But that gives it time to be able to just have all those flavors in that water. So I'm gonna let this come to room temperature. I'm gonna put it in my fridge, and then once I'm ready to put the chicken in it, I'll bring you guys back. As you can see, my brine is really cold. I had it in the fridge overnight, so this is the next day. So we're gonna just go ahead and just stir this around. I'm pretty sure all those flavors from everything that we put in there is in that brine. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be adding in the chicken, so that way we can let it, pretty much marinate. Go ahead and just place your chicken in there. Now if you got pieces with bone, you want to make sure that you put the bone side up, since I am doing chicken thighs. So face the skin down. Now I'll trim these chickens, when I'm ready to use them, but you want to just make sure that you submerge everything. Now you want to just take something, so that way you know that everything's submerged, and we'll go ahead and cover. So that way if this tries to lift up, it'll hit the lid, so that way it'll keep it submerged. Now I'm going to be putting this back in the refrigerator. The maximum time that you're going to let this brine for is 12 hours. If you brine further than 12 hours, then it might become a little more salty. So you can actually let this brine for anywhere between 4 hours to 12 hours. I usually let it go for about 8. That's usually about what I let it sit for. but maximum up to 12 hours. So I'm gonna get this back in the fridge and then I'll show you what it looks like after it's brined. Okay, so our chicken has been in the brine for 8+ hours. Now, like I said earlier, the longest that you want to let it sit in the brine is for 12 hours. You do not want to let it sit longer than 12 hours. Then it's going to be a little over seasoned. So I'm going to go ahead and take off this lid. As you can see, you know, sitting in the brine is going to change the color of the chicken. It's going to look like it's cooking, but it's not. It's just, that's how it changes. So I'm going to go ahead and let these drip off. Transfer over to a plate. Now, when you cook this, you do not have to season it. This is already going to be seasoned perfectly all the way into the meat. That's the best thing about brining. And it's going to be really juicy meat when you're done with it. But again, do not let this go more than 12 hours because you will have over-seasoned food at the end of it. And you can do this pretty much with anything. Like if you wanted to do turkey, you can drop in a gallon of ice, you know, when you're done cooking that, and then that way you can, you know, place it in a bucket or you could put your turkey in. But yeah, this is gonna be really good meat. Now you can grill this, you can fry this, you can bake it in the oven. This works, you know, any way of cooking method. But the end result is you're gonna have a nice juicy chicken and it's gonna be perfectly seasoned. I hope you found this information very useful, and if you're new to my channel, consider hitting the subscribe button. That way you can see future videos just like this. As always, I'll leave the link in the video description and in the comment section so that way you can go to my website cookingwithkirby.com to get the full printable recipe. Now I have these recipes, they're really good, you should try them out. Now y'all be beautiful and take care.